So hello once again. So today we will start discussing your topics for semifinals. We are not yet done with the midterms examination because of the series of typhoons and floodings. However, we have to come up a video lecture for you to cope up with the topics because it's already approaching the examinations. So while waiting for the exams, we will discuss now the topics for the semifinals. So we have three topics: subject or the course, understanding the self. First, we have the spiritual self. Next, the political self, and the digital self that you are currently having now. Okay. When we say spiritual self, so we will aim to tackle the practice of religion, the belief in supernatural being and power. Okay, we have also the concept of dungan. Or dungan is the Ilonggo term for spirita or the soul. Okay, so we have also different rituals and ceremonies and finding and creating the meaning of life. So that is the topics for the spiritual self. But before we proceed, so what are the intended learning outcomes of the course? First is to evaluate the role of spirituality in shaping your personal identity and your whole well-being. Second is to analyze how different spiritual beliefs and practices influences the sense of yourself, the sense of your life purpose, and your relationship with others. Third is to analyze how these political beliefs and this affiliation shape your personal identity and influence societal interactions. Four is to critically evaluate the impact of political socialization and activism on their own and others' political self concept. Five, to critically evaluate how the presence of digital and online behavior influence your personal identity. And lastly, is to analyze the implications of these digital self presentation for relationships, self esteem, and privacy. Okay, so we have also your final requirements or task with regards to the topics. Okay, so each one of you will create a mini blog. So, with respect to the spiritual self, political self, as part of being in a digital era, okay, so just limit that to 2 minutes, okay, based on your respective localities. Okay, so we will discuss this after we will tackle the topics. Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, the spiritual self. So spiritual self is most beautiful power form. It's basically on the authentic self, no, the unconditioned part, the way without patterns. Okay, so we always believe in spirituality, uh, not in religious context, but on how we deal with our real life situations, how we deal with our environment, how we deal with our cultural integrations. So it has something to do with cultural relativism, also the spiritual self. Okay, so it teaches us to not get up the code of language on the process of to getting to know. It's what you call spiritual self. So spirituality is derived from the Latin word spiritus, which means the breath of life force. Okay, so kaya tayo maraming pinapaniwalaan. Okay, so saan nga ba nanggaling ang mga ito? Okay, so later, tignan natin kung ano yung mga yun. Meron tayong mga different rituals. We have different ceremonies. Okay, so those mga beliefs natin na yan. So it can be understood as a search for sacred, a process through which people seek to discover, hold on to, and when necessary, transform whatever they hold sacred in their lives. Okay, so this is true because if you have your spiritual self, that's distinct among yourself, hindi kayo paparehas niyan. It's just a process of to self-discovery. So what is your own spiritual beliefs that makes you your own identity? So there is a sacred could refer to God and transcendence. So meaning God is not only Christ but many other gods. That's basically on your own self understanding. Basically, that's on your self spiritual guidance, your own transcendence to the universe, okay, and to the world and to your environment. Okay, it's already originally developed in early Christianity. In Christian ethics, this experience, your spiritual self, is sacred and is characterized, okay, kapag sinabi mong spiritual self or spirituality, it always tantamount to reverence, it always tantamount to faith, to fear, to trust, love, admirations that ultimately connected to God. Okay, so there is worship as a essential act to realize the ultimate meaning of transcendence and human life. So that worship includes prayer, reading the Bible, attending sacraments, or whatever, or doing sacrifices pa. Okay, so through that acts of faith, that hope and love, the man is able to encounter God and understand words of God and salvation because of that spiritual self that's within you. Okay, so the family, the school, and the church also play an important role in the child's spiritual development. So start pa lang, nag-start yan sa bahay. So kung nagkikita niya, always pray the rosary before 6. Okay, so nade-develop na doon yung spirituality ng bata, and then every Sunday you go to the church with the whole family. Okay, so doon nag-start na yung importance ng spirituality. Okay, so people may develop spirituality through interactions, yan. Through observations when you are a little child, kung bata pa lang, observe niyo na yun. And of course, there is also limitations. Question lang, what are the components of becoming or having spiritual self? So let's break down, okay? So first, we have the religion of practice and belief in supernatural. So, pumapasok dito yung religion, plays a significant role in shaping your spiritual self for many individuals. So, it provides framework for understanding the universe, the one's place within it, and the natural of existence. So, religion often involves a belief in supernatural beings and powers such as deities, spirits, or ancestors. So, these entities are believed to possess abilities beyond the human comprehensions. So, example nito, in Christianity, they practice by attending church services, reading the Bible, praying to God, whom they believe as a supernatural being with the power of life, death, and the universe. So, what is now the concept of spirit or the soul? The soul, according to indigenous Filipino, that's Dungan, by the Ilonggos, it is called it kalag, or detached, or free, when he's dead. So yung kaluluwa, sabi natin, so that is because the soul has two existence. One is the physical, when it has in the physical body, it's connected to human body, there is life, and then the other is exist in its own. So we Filipinos believed in spirits kasi, okay? So that's why we have this concept, okay, the dungan. We believe after death, it separates entity from the body. So it's capable of leaving the body during sleep. Okay, so it's considered dangerous. Kasi baka daw hindi na bumalik, mga paniniwalang ganon. Pag nag-enjoy siya, tapos hindi na nakabalik, okay, while you are awake, it can lead to illness or over death. Okay, so yung mga beliefs na yan. Okay, so dungan or the soul also is associated with willpower, knowledge, and intelligence. So we have different rituals and ceremonies as part of spiritual self. So this now a framework for connections. So rituals and ceremonies are integral parts of many spiritual traditions. So, tayo meron yung kanya-kanyang rituals, meron tayong rituals and ceremonies na ginagampanan. So, these are structured symbolic actions performed in religious and spiritual contexts. They have their own markings. They have a significant moments in our lives, in birth. So, ano mga ginagawa pa natin yan? Pag-birth, pag-binyag. Ayan, mas ceremony na yan. And bago magbinyag, may mga ritual ka pa. Okay? So, dapat may rosary, dapat dinidikit sa labi yung rosary, kailangan may kandila, ano ba, dapat yung ninong-ninang bibihisan yung bata, gano'n. So, may mga rituals, no? Sa marriage, yan, mga part ng ceremony natin. So, marriage, ano mga ritual na ginagawa natin diyan. So, bawal magkita yung future couple, no? A night before the wedding. Bawal sukatin yung bridal gown. Ano po ba? Mga pamahiin na ginagawa, kailangan may coins. Dapat yung coins bago, 8 pieces, mga ganun. So, yung cord dapat chain para mas matibay. Yan, 'di ba? So kahit nga yung mga sponsors, may tawag yung mga yung mga candles, o they are yung mga sponsor na candles. So they light the path daw the couple. Eme. Okay? So tapos yung cord daw to bind them as one daw, o at the end of the day maghihiwalay. O yung tawag doon, yung clothe daw to clothe them as one. Tapos maghuhubaran naman. So mga eme lang, no? But these are rituals. Okay, this part of Filipino culture. Okay, so sa death, din, mga pamaiin, mga rituals na nagawa. So it's a awakening. Okay, so it can be performed to invoke blessings. Naniniwala tayo because it brings blessings, it brings protections or spiritual transformations. Okay, so rituals can be both done to public, such as in church or in temples or in other places, and also in private, as personal prayers. Okay, meron kang sariling altar or meditation. So they are often communal events, meaning it can be celebrated with other people. They reinforce social cohesions and shared beliefs. Okay, so the functions of rituals first is to connect with the divine because you believe in spirits. Okay, so it involves actions, it involves words. It opens at our belief to facilitate communications with supernatural entities. So, sometimes, for the mga spiritista, nakakausap yung mga spirits na yun, and if you want to talk with that spirits, they can make it possible. I don't know if that's true. I did not experience it personally, but based on other experiences, maybe it's true. Okay, so I don't know. So, it also a functions of making a life transition because its significance to life events such as births, marriage. Okay, so the coming of age ceremonies as we discussed, hmm, last time. Okay, and then seeking of healing and protection. So kapag ka may sakit, parang pumupunta tayo sa other spiritistas din to talk with the spirits na sa katawan mo. Okay, so it performs the seek of healing from illnesses. It asks healing, it asks protections, and to ensure also good fortune. And of course, we also express gratitude and reverence. Kaya minsan kapag di ba nagpapadasal tayo kapag may namatay tayong relatives, ay, di ba? Kapag mga anniversaries, death anniversaries na papadasal, simbahan, it's way of expressing gratitude and reverence. Or pag pumasa ka sa exam, nagpapa-Thanksgiving Mass. Ayan, so it's express of gratitude for blessings. No? It's showing reverence for the sacred. You offer prayers. No? We have examinations, we having past exams, graduations, birthday, anniversaries. O kung kay St. Clair, magdadala ka ng itlog because gusto mo magkaroon ng jowa or girlfriend. Ayan, yung mga gusto mo ko ng anak. Ayan, kay Santa Clara. And exams then you give eggs. Ayan. So that's part of ritual. That's part of gratitude and reverence. So let's take a look from the different rituals and ceremonies. So we have religious services, involves prayer, and singing, sermons, shared experiences, o mga punta sa victories, couples for Christ, ganyan, okay? So weddings, yan, symbolize union, involve religious cultural traditions, funerals, yan, passing of love, private space of grieving, and seasonal celebrations, yan, fiesta. That's why we have fiesta because of the harvest, no? Yan, solstice celebrations, spring equinox, we don't usually do this. Okay, the groundbreaking ceremonies. Okay, pagpapatayo ka ng bahay. Okay, so may groundbreaking. Okay, so dahil pang ritual niyan, kailangan magkatayo ng baboy, yung dugo, papahiran mo sa mga poste. Tapos meron ka ibabaon na mga atang doon sa isang poste. Mga ganyan. So those are the rituals. Okay, blessings, okay, healing rituals, fertility rituals. So, diba, sa Bulacan, merong sayaw sa Obando kung gusto mo magkaroon ng anak. So, ganyan. Then, prosperity rituals, usually ginagawa to pag December, no? Pag New Year, kailangan may 13 o 12 fruits, may coins, may bigas, may asin, ayan, no? Nandun sa prosperity rituals that we believed in. Okay? So, we have also here the ritual process, how we do it properly. This form and content, that's basic patterns for which rituals need to follow. So, we have purifications. So, purifications, the cleanse of the physical body. So, yan, maghahanda ka, kailangan magbihis ka ng maganda. Kasi we have to go to the proper authority or the proper place like altars or the church or temples or whatever. That's purifications. Okay? So, they cleanse more subtle levels of consciousness. Okay? So, kailangan mo ng parang uh, meditate, no? You have to cleanse the space. You have to incense. Incenso ka sa the place, no? The altar mo, kung altar man yun. Yeah, and then the invocations. Okay? So you start calling the spirits and deities. You invoke their presence. So, with divine blessings. Okay? So, first dyan, usually pagka, pagka Catholic ka, I believe in God ka na. Okay? So, that's invocation, no? You're calling the spirits, no? Invoking the presence of the divine. And then, the receiving. The channel of behalf of the client is use or her familiarity with the forces bargaining tool. Okay, so kung meron kang gustong ibigay, yan, bigay mo na. The request of gifts. Yan, no? And then the closing, no? Express gratitude for the opportunity to participate. And then, it concludes the sense of renewal and transformation or connection. So next, we have also the religion, magic, and witchcraft as part of spirituals. Of course, some also believe in magics and witchcraft. So it can be blurred, but religion typically involves a belief in the higher power and structured systems through magics and witchcraft that focuses on manipulating these supernatural forces. Okay, so magic, when you say magic, and that system of beliefs and practices that allow individual to control or influence the natural phenomena of the natural world through national supernatural means or actions. So witchcraft, on the other hand, typically involves the use of magic. Okay, so it's basically a good or bad. That's for personal gain or something to do to harm others. So that's witchcraft. Okay, so magic in the Filipino context refer to albularyo. Okay, so that's faith healer or the babaylan or the shaman-like figure. It's figured primarily. It's more on the manipulation of supernatural forces. Okay, um, para to predict or to prevent something what will happen or desired to bring about desired outcomes. And in the Philippines, magic can be divided into two forms. We have the black and the white magic. And sometimes it folk healing din. No? It's the purposes and methods. Kung sabi mong white magic or the good magic, yes, usually pagka nagkakasakit ka, o they tatawag ka ng albularyo, can they use other herbs, mga tapal-tapal na mga dahon-dahon kung ano-ano. They also use charms na meron sila. Then they have also their prayers, their own prayers. Okay, to treat illnesses causes by this. So, papapit healer ka. And sometimes, it's true naman, I experienced this. And then you have also black magic or the evil magic. This is a malevolent practices in the Philippines. So, ito yung mga witch, no, mangkukulam. Gumamit sila ng voodoo-like dolls or we call it so palo-palo to inflict pain or to inflict illnesses, individual, or whatever causes. No, I don't know this is true. I did not experience pa, basically. But sometimes others says it is true. Okay, then we have folk healings and rituals. Yung mga nausugan, di ba, parang pagka nagpatapik ka doon sa gumawa, parang biglang mawawala. So, mga ganon. No? That's called sundo. Then, okay, so this practices involves help of the local deities or spirits also. So, it calls hilot. Yung mga traditional massage ng Filipino, they use physical healing. Okay, so meron silang mga spiritual energies para mawala. No? They also have that albularyo din and they have also agimat or anting-anting to use as part of their rituals. Okay, so that's magic. So witchcraft, on the other hand, is yan, the kulam and the albularyo. So very particular ito on the Philippines. No, we believe also with witchcraft. Okay, so the practitioners or the practitioners of the kulam are associated with the babaylan, or these are the female shamans or the mangkukulam or the witches who use various medical tools. Yung mga depende, mga kanya silang gamit. Okay, so they practice that to harm people. O kapag ka may jealousy, revenge, o pagka meron din nanakawan, gustong pakulam, o yan, o gustong ipahula, that's also one way of magic. O yung mga nanguhula yan, I don't know din kung if it's true ba, or whatever. And then also, we have the anting-anting o amulets, o mga gumagamit ng anting-anting, you know, they protect them from uh, supernatural disasters or whatever. And then they give them also bring luck. They also avoid them evil spirits. They give them also strengths and protections, the anting-anting. And then they also spread of practice and Filipino folk beliefs. So, especially sa mga rural areas, no, sa mga probinsya, barrios, ganyan. Okay, so we have also the usog and the sundo. Then with that, with that other magics, witchcraft, spiritual beliefs, spiritual souls, dungan, it's also important to find and create the meaning of life. So, to intertwine spirituality in search for the meaning and the purpose of life, you or individuals may find the true meaning through religious beliefs, through relationship with others, through creative pursuits and their contributions to society. So we have ways, no, in finding and creating the meaning of life. So lahat tayo naghahanap, no, ng kasagutan sa buhay. So let's see, no, and apply, no, kung this can help, maybe, probably, okay, through service of others. Sabi, no, it's find true helping can be deeply fulfilling. So that involves voluntary work in helping professions, compassionate, so humanitarian work. Okay, so find help others to contribute good and fulfilling high purpose to others. Also creative expressions. Okay, to engage in creative pursuits. We have your hobbies and arts, the musics, and writing, the dance. Those are powerful way to express yourself and connect to something greater than yourselves. Yeah. You can do also yoga, meditations, whatever, and just pamper yourself. Through creative and express your own. And then, through personal growth and transformation. So how? Well, that's the process of self-discovery na lang. No? So growth, discovery. You can involve that through the existence of your values, through your beliefs, through your aspirations. You strive to become the best, the versions of yourself. Sabi nila. And through connections with the divine or supernatural. So that involves some finding through prayer, meditations, worship, and other beliefs that has purpose in the context of great divine plan. Okay, so that's one way of finding true pursuits of spiritual virtues. Just have the love, the kindness, and service to others. That's a way of aligns God's and will improve the world. So this spiritual self is a complex, multifaceted aspects of the human experience. Each one of you has different spiritual beliefs, have different gods, has different a way of searching your soul, different way of searching your spiritual self. It encompasses your different beliefs, your practices, and experiences that has something to connect or somehow beyond your realms, no? Your world experiences. Through your faiths, through your religions, you have to deeply search for the meaning of your individuality and to explore your own spiritual selves to develop a sense of purpose and connections to others. So those specific forms or those spiritual expressions or experiences is valid or vary widely to underlie desire connections with something greater than ourselves and to remain the fundamental need of humans. So that is the topics, for the spiritual selves. Okay, so if you have any questions, just address that when we have our face to face. So we will have also a run through with the discussions with regards to spiritual selves when we do meet face to face. So I hope this is clear. We have your journals, be prepared for this activity, the spiritual self, and read also the given study materials for your reference. So I hope this is clear. So have a good day, everyone.